dumb questions people have asked me because I'm albino. Buckle up. So both your parents are black? Like black? What? If we have sex, am I gonna get it? Are you talking about albinism or this dead? Are you mini-me? The dead midget? No, I'm not. Can you vote? What do you think albinism is? Is like your wang still black? You mean in color or in size? And no to both. What did your mom say to you when you were born? What did my mom say to me the day I was born? I really don't remember, fam. I heard you guys are bad luck. What race do you mark down on paperwork? You're not an albino. Your eyes aren't red. Where do I start? Is your poop white? I mean, can albinos breed? Like legally? Is your blood toxic? Depends on what you're doing with it. You're not black. I mean, you're not white either. You're like a new species. Why didn't your parents abort you if they knew you were going to be albino? Now that right there is a good question. Now part of me wants to say I want to be the Blue Ranger, because at some point I'm going to have a round weapon, and I think it's hilarious to hit somebody with blue balls. Now the White Ranger got the dopest of everything. Did I say Wanger? Very quiet, we're hunting Wangers. Anyway, he got dope shit. And a talking squad. And some of you might think I want to be the Black Ranger. You're all wrong. I want to be the Green Ranger. He got a flute. I'm petty. I think it would be hilarious to kick somebody in the dick and then just flute away. Eventually that will become my battle cry. You just hear in the distance. Oh! When did I realize I was albino? I don't really remember. What I do remember is the first time I realized I was different. We was playing Duck, Duck, Goose. I was like 4 or 5. And I remember I was just like, man, that looks so much fun. Cause I was always a hyper-ass kid. Just watching other little kids run around in circles, get dizzy, looked amazing. And I just couldn't wait for somebody to goose me. Not like that, y'all. I kept getting ducked. The anticipation was in my throat. You know what I'm saying? Just duck, duck, get close, duck, duck, closer, duck. Finally get to me and duck. I couldn't understand why nobody was picking me. Other kids had gone like 2-3 times so far. Class was almost over. Eventually my impatience took over and I was like, fuck this, I'm a goose. I just jumped up, started chasing the kid who was ducking at the time. And 2 things I noticed fairly quickly. Number 1, everybody was running. And number 2, nobody was running in a circle. They was just all running away from me. The fuck y'all going? Y'all want to play no more? Y'all. And it wasn't a loud, jovial run. It was a head down, head for the door type run. That was the time when I realized that something about me was different. I just wanted to be the goose, man. I just wanted to chase somebody and have fun. To be fair, I did end up chasing somebody and having fun, but it wasn't the fun I was looking for. I don't really have that many crazy hood stories. I do remember this one time I saw this dude get stomped out by like 30 people. That was crazy. I was actually trying to stop it. Me and my brother were actually trying to stop it. My brother did admit later that he did throw a couple kicks because it looked fun. I was legit trying to stop because it was like 30 people. Oh man, it was so many people stomping him that they had to take turns stomping. I remember this fat chick tried to stop and she just threw a body on dude they just started stomping her ass out too. I tried to grab her up and throw her out the way. I remember thinking to myself it was funny that the stomp circle kept moving. Like it didn't start and end in the same places, which was weird because he was on the ground. Eventually we was able to get people to stop, but dude was all the way fucked up. Like he couldn't get up. Like he had to have some of his homies come get him and carry him to the car, which was crazy because while they were carrying him, he was screaming, "Where my soldiers at?" I wanted to be like, for as long as you were getting stomped, fam, I don't think you have none. The minute they got him in the back of the truck though, people started attacking the truck. And there was a big ass bonfire and the truck got stuck on the bonfire. People went diving like an action movie. Shit was crazy, man. It made me feel good though, because it let me know that I wasn't the only person to get jumped by that many people. So, yeah. Actually, when I was on Legion, I was really self-conscious before we started filming because of how much my eyes moved. And there came a point where we had to do my close-up. I'm on the ground and there's like 9 people around me and they got to push forward while pulling back at the same time. And after the second take, they had to reset. And I was like, yo, man, I'm so sorry. I know my eyes is be shaking and stuff. I can't stop them. And the director looked at me kind of confused. He was like, oh, dude, don't even trip, man. It makes it look better. All the tension went out of my body. I farted. And when I saw the finished product, they actually in post made my eyes move even faster. So shout out to Marvel for being the first people in 16 years to hire me to play a character that wasn't albino and keeping my shaky eyes. You know, that's a good question. To answer it, here's a conversation I had with one of my friend's 7-year-old. My mom said that you're black. Yep, I am. You don't look black though. Well, have you seen all the black people? No. Have you ever seen Santa without his hat and coat on? Would you recognize him? Are you Santa? No, I'm not Santa. Can I have 2 forks? Fortnite skins for Christmas. What? No, I'm not Santa. Don't tell anyone. It's honestly the reason I respect Taco Bell so much. No lies. We know what it is. They know what it is. They know we know they know what it is. Nobody's surprised what hot nacho cheese is gonna do to you at 3 in the morning. They've been a running poop joke for 30 years, and they've never tried to defend themselves. Everybody be like, Taco Bell makes you shit yourself. Taco Bell be like, yeah. We be like, it's not even food. They be like, yeah, we know. Y'all know they meat come in a bag? You don't even cook it. You boil it. It's still fire though. Tacos come with a 90% crush ratio. It's so bad that we are genuinely surprised when our tacos are fully uncrushed. Like we look at that bitch suspicious. No, I'm not gonna eat that one. It's still so good. Once it hits your lips, it's so good. Taco Bell ain't never lied to me. Or my booty. And for that, I respect. To everybody else though, be better. Nah, he was the only one I made caca himself, but I have seen other people involuntarily release the dark mark. I remember I was on the bus, like in the middle back. I was standing up because there wasn't a lot of seats left except for like at the front. In those seats at the front, it was like 3 old people on one side and like a homeless dude on the other. I got my headphones on, vibing to my music. I can go the distance, I will meet. That's what I'm listening to. Even though my body language like, don't hate me, hate the money I see, clothes that I wear, I said I buy. Anyway, the homeless dude stands up and starts motioning like he's talking to the whole bus. Normally I wouldn't pay no mind, but his body language was different. So I hit pause for a second, just in time to hear him say, as I read. So I'm just trying to let you know, if you don't want to get hit with it, step back, because I'm fully about to shit myself. And then proceeded to fully mud dump in his pants. Fully. Like he pushed it out. Like maybe not the initial, but it sounded like the last part needed help. It's the sound he made at the end. Now, as you can imagine, people weren't happy. Least of all the bus driver. But to his credit, he was calmer than I would have been. He was like, hey, my man, tell me you didn't just shit yourself right now. Tell me right now you didn't just shit yourself. Holmes dude was like, it is what it is, man. Sorry. Nah. He pulled the bus over. Not at a stop, just over. Grabbed the homeless dude and physically threw him off the bus like Jazz out of Fresh Prince house. Ah! Everybody got off the bus, well, except for like 2 people in the back. But they were them 2 people, the kind of people that you see on the bus and you like, oh, you've seen people die. As I was walking away, laughing way too hard about to catch another bus, last thing I heard the homeless dude say was, I do feel better, though. You gotta do what you gotta do, fam. I mean, thanks for the warning. I would say maybe go to a clinic, though, because it smelled like dick nuggets and duck feet. That's all I'm just saying, fam. I'm a folder. Come on, man. Scruncher? There's a 50-50 chance you touching your hole if you scrunch. I mean, if you use 1 ply, it really doesn't matter what you do. You gonna touch your booty. But if you use 2 or even 3 ply and you scrunch, it's doo-doo under your nails. And you know if you get 1 finger wet with Duke, your whole hand dirty. You ever got something on the knuckle and not know what to do? I'm gonna go just ahead and get in the shower. You ever have your booty start itching before you even done wiping? What that mean, huh? Also, if you're a folder, you can push it on the hole and then, get one of these to get it real clean. If you really want to get it real clean, you can poke and then clench, kegel with it, and then, grab your finger and then let go. And then just make sure you let go before you pull out or you're going to get butt crumbles. You ever been washing your ass in the shower and reach back there and realize you got a whole roll of toilet paper stuck in your butt? Me neither. Hey, this fool wants to know if albinism is contagious. Now, see, that's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Also, is it? No, albinism is not contagious. But it is genetic, yes? That shit genetic, homie? Yes, it is genetic. Genes are passed down, so it is contagious. I don't think that, that tracks. How does that track? My cousin Vinny Gagoon lives down by the tracks. Is he hot? How the hell are y'all getting in my room, though? Okay, so if you're not contagious, then what are you? What you mean, homie? My man's is just human, homie. I'm no disrespectful. Honestly, though, literally sounded disrespectful. The hell did you come from? Oh, I'm from Squam. I'm so sorry, darling. That's my nephew. Where did he say he's from? Can't you hear? He said he's from Scotland. Why do you smile so much? What do you know? I know that if I ever catch that albino, I'm gonna start telling fortunes. Once again, I do not see the future. Respect to your friend, man. Why do crab legs be hitting so hard, though? Here's another me and Bobby story. So Bobby was dating this chick, and she was bougie. Now, Bobby may look like Leonardo DiCaprio, but he was raised in the trailer parks of Georgia, and he acted accordingly. I was raised in Jacksonville, Florida. Duval. And I acted accordingly. So we're out at this fancy restaurant, and they had crab legs. So me, Bobby, and this girl, we're all having a conversation before the food comes, being civil. Food shows up, and me and Bobby just start going in on these crab legs. We not noticing shit around us. Finally, when we came up for air, we realized that people were staring at us, and his girlfriend looked just mortified. He was like, what's the problem? She was like, why are you eating them like that? We looked at each other like genuinely confused. Like, what are you talking about? Apparently, it is bad etiquette in a restaurant environment to just bite into the crab leg and then suck out the meat. I didn't even know there was another way to eat crab legs. Apparently, you're supposed to use those crackers that they give you, which I was using to spin around my finger and act like I was RoboCop. We tried using them, but we just ended up laughing, and then she just asked for the check. Oh, if I was a wiener dog, I'd be mad as hell too. Look how far my taters is from my damn mouth. Like to break my neck. Meanwhile, this golden retriever over here just living in the lap of luxury licking his lollipop. This disrespectful. Why I got to have 7 and 9 ribs? This is ridiculous.